Hi, this is Andrea Schulman again, and in today's quick law of attraction video, I want to talk about the common law of attraction saying, ask, believe, receive. You've probably heard it before, and something that I've been noticing actually the last couple weeks with quite a few of my coaching clients has something to do with receiving and why some people have a hard time receiving. And so if you've been feeling like the idea of receiving manifestations or receiving assistance or receiving guidance or abundance or whatever it is, if it's feeling like that's been out of reach for you, I'd love for you to watch this video because there's something really important that you can tweak that's fairly simple that has to do with your ability to receive. All right, now, one of the reasons why people often become frustrated with receiving is because they're just not good receivers in general. And that's not meant as a criticism. Rather, it's meant as a point for self-reflection. More often than not, people that I work with, coaching clients of mine, tend to be heavy on the giving, not so heavy on the receiving in their personal relationships and in their day-to-day. And this may also speak to you. So I'd like you to, for a moment, ask yourself a question. Do I tend to give, and not receive that much? Or, quite possibly, do I tend to receive, and not give too much? Because either of those two polarities is a lack of balance. And really with the law of attraction and manifestation, we want there to be a nice steady balance that's going on. But again, more often than not, what's going on is that if a person has a hard time receiving manifestations in an easy way, because they always come in an easy way, one of the big reasons for that is that they're just not used to receiving. So here's a few questions I'd like you to think about. When you're talking to somebody, do you tend to ask them for help or give them indications of what you need from them or what you'd like to have from them? Or are you more likely to try and give to them, try to make them feel better, try to find ways to compliment them, try to find ways to tiptoe around them? If it feels like either of those two things is heavily overweighing the other one, there's a lack of balance when it comes to receiving. And here's the thing about manifestation and the law of attraction. Manifestations come easily. You receive them easily. It's all kind of this network of existence where you are a benefit to everybody and everyone out there is a benefit to you. You are a benefit to your reality and your reality is a benefit to you. There has to be that nice, steady balance that's going on between you and everything else in your reality. And so if we're giving too much, we're not really good at receiving. If we're receiving too much, we're not really good at giving. And that causes kind of this disparity in the energy where things start to get out of whack. Now here's something else to consider. A lot of times people are waiting for manifestations to occur, and the manifestations are literally knocking on their door. But because the person is so used to not receiving, they don't see it. So for instance, maybe you've been trying to come up with a great idea for a book, and a friend calls you up and wants to take you out to lunch, and you don't inconvenience her. You don't want to inconvenience her, so you tell her, no, it's okay, I'm fine. But at that lunch meeting, your friend was going to give you a great idea for a book, or you were going to be somewhere where you were going to receive inspiration for that book. Perhaps you've been wanting to step into more abundance in your life, and somebody offers you assistance, and you don't take it because you're too proud. You don't want to accept it. But that was something that could have helped you financially in the moment. These are all examples of things that a lot of times your reality is trying to give you support. It's trying to give you abundance. It's trying to give you love. It's trying to give you help. But if you're constantly in the process of saying, I don't need the help, I can do it by myself, I don't want to inconvenience you, you're blocking a lot of that reception from coming. So this is something really important to understand. If you want the ask, believe, receive recipe to really work for you, you have to be a good receiver. A good receiver is somebody who is able to accept the help when it comes, how it comes, from who it comes, in whatever form that it comes. So if you'd like to see more things come to you through this ask, believe, receive model, understand that you have to be a good receiver. You also have to be a good giver. Those two things have to be in balance. You have to be putting out, giving, being of value to your reality so your reality can mirror that back. And you have to be willing to accept the positive things when they come your way. So please make sure, if you're not receiving the things that you want, start receiving what's coming your way. Open your hand out. Say thank you. Accept the compliment. Let those things come in. You got to build up the ability to receive in what's coming in order to receive even more.